it's Courtney. I thought I'd share with you guys, since this is coming up soon. Hope I don't cut my head off. Just push it back. We're inside, first of all, because it is windy and very cold outside. Yesterday was beautiful, but anyway, next week we're expecting baby chicks. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you how I set up. It's going to be kind of a new setup for us. Last year was our first year with the chickens, as you could tell on the videos. And we kind of makeshifted with what we had. And last year we used a cage that was from my childhood, that was for a lop-eared rabbit. And that worked great because it brought their feet up and their poop didn't get on their feet. But we ordered 25 chicks, so we have a lot more chickens coming than what we had last year. So we thought we'd get this stock tank. This is a sheep stock tank. It is about, maybe 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet wide, about 1 foot high and 4 foot long. It is not just going to be for the baby chicks. Once they have outgrown this, our goat herd is growing this year. In April, we're bringing home 2 more baby goats, and we're going to bring Shava back home. She has been at my cousin's house for being serviced, I guess you could say. Some people don't like hearing, oh, we took her to go get bread. But anyway, so hopefully we'll have a baby goat by this summer from her, and we're bringing 2 more home in April when she comes home. So this is going to be really handy because we really need some source for the water. What we had for her last summer worked fine, but when winter came, So this is going to work great for us, and we thought we would go ahead and get it early for the baby chicks. So first thing is the stock tank. The first thing you want to do is you want to clean it out. I use vinegar and water, which I already did, hence all the pausing. So it's clean. Vinegar does not hurt the animals, and by the time they get here they won't even smell it, which I'm not even smelling it. I smell it in the air, but I do not smell it in here. Let's see. I know I keep cutting my head off when I sit up. But anyway, I'm going to try and get this done. So, first thing I want to put in here is I'm putting pine shavings in here. We have pine shavings because we like to use it in our chicken coop for the nest boxes. Hay works, but they like to kick it out and it goes all over the floor and it's kind of wasted. This they can kind of kick, but it's going to come back in place. We also have it because my daughter has a hamster. My youngest daughter does. My oldest sold hers about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, really. So we have pine shavings, and these are so cheap. So I like to get the big bags because they're uber cheap and they can stretch. So we're going to use this first. So I'm going to put some in, and you don't need a whole lot in there because when you go to clean it, you don't want to have to take a whole bunch out, and they get just messy on top. So you can stir it every couple days. You'll want to stir it, and then probably before your first week is up, considering we're having 25, we'll probably clean it out, and I might do a video of that. So when you get pine shavings, it's pretty compact. It is hard as a rock. So it doesn't just like get fluffy. You have to pull it out, and see, it comes in clumps. I mean, it comes out in clumps, and you just have to fluff it out. trying to do this and hope you can see me. I am getting pine shavings everywhere. Oh well, it's gonna get worse. I'm just gonna throw it in there. Now I'll pull this bag out. That was a big hunk. I've read some people don't like pine shavings because the baby chicks will try and eat it. We had it last year for ours and we did not have that problem. But I hated the fact that they started to smell and ugh. And they kept me up at night. Last year we had them in our bathroom to start with. I had to listen to them all night, it drove me nuts. Okay. Pull this out. Hide my butt. Fluff this out. You basically just want to cover the bottom, and you definitely, after you're done with your baby chicks being in here, you definitely want to sanitize and clean it. You don't want your other animals to be drinking that. That's gross. It's like drinking toilet water. That is nasty. Okay, it looks like, that looks good. I'll grab the camera here in a minute. You guys can see. You kind of just want to cover the bottom. I could use a little bit more. I'll get all over the carpet, but that's all right. It's just me here today. I can vacuum if I want to, or have to. Throw it over there. Making a mess. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera and you can see how this looks. Hold on a minute. Spread this out over here. Okay, you ready? Alright. And here you can see I just covered the bottom. It is not real deep. Still some needs to be broke up. As you can see, the bottom's not far away. Okay. So that looks pretty good. That should work great for 25 chicks. And if not, then there's a problem. Okay, I'm going to set you back down right here. You're sitting on a bowl, and my phone is being supported by a boot. So we're makeshift here. Okay. Alright, so we are done with this. I'm going to move it over to the side. Okay, so there is a very important piece to baby chicks, and that is they need heat. They need heat to survive. And so what we have purchased, which this is our second one, we bought one last year, and it is now the ultimate source of light in the shed. That's my husband who did that. That's all right. There are two different kinds of bulbs you can put in your heat lamp. We'll put this on next here. There is, oh, that's loud. There is a white light, which a lot of people use, and there's nothing wrong with using the white light. Our experience with the white light was that it was super bright at night, made it really difficult to sleep. And if a chick gets a sore or has a red bottom or anything, the other chicks will peck at it and it can die. So the other light is what we like, and that is an infrared red bulb. We like this because it hides any redness or soreness on another chick. We also like it because at night it's not super bright and you can still get some sleep. And they're not expensive. I mean, getting supplies for chicks is not expensive. This was expensive, yes, but this is not necessary. So we're going to put our bulb in. I don't know if you can see that. And on, I don't know if you can see this. On here you can see these little holes, and it comes with these wires. These wires have a purpose. Please use them. And they go inside these little holes. Come here, you. Get in there. You have to put your bulb in first. You try and do this with a bulb in there, or try and put a bulb in when you got this on there. It's a little bit more difficult. It can be done. These wires, I don't know if you can see them. There we go. Are a guard. So if your bulb was to fall down in your pine shavings, it's going to hit the pine shavings here and not here. This is where fires start. You can hang it. Ours has a little hanger here. Or, come here, wires. Or there's a clamp. I'm going to use the clamp for our chicks. And I'm going to simply clamp it here. You can choose to either have your lamp in the middle where there's more heat in here. I plan to do that, and as I get older, move it to the edge. Where are you going? Did you see that? It moved. It needs to be tightened. There's a little wing nut on here that tightens it. Anyway, that way when the chicks, as they get older, they don't need as much heat, so they can move down that way as they are more comfortable. Next thing, I wanted to get some chicken wire cut today. I plan to put chicken wire over the top because this is so shallow. Baby chicks, you look like you're like, I don't know, there. Baby chicks will fly out at this shallow. I mean, it doesn't take long, but it really doesn't. And we have a plan for them when they get to that point, and I'll have a video for that. So, also, we have a dog in the house. He doesn't seem to mind chicks, really. We've worked with him. But anyway, I wanted to put chicken wire over the top to keep them from flying out and to protect them from the dog. Since it's so cold and windy today, I chose not to do that because I'd have to do it inside, and I don't want to bring all that chicken wire in. Okay, the other thing. I'm going to move you. You look kind of funny there. Are you going to stay or what? The chicken wire will also help keep the lamp from falling down. It's moving. Okay. This here is a waterer. This one's an antique. This came from my husband's grandmother's house next door. I just lost my lamp. Okay. There. Alright. Now, our experience, come a little closer. As you can see, this is not very deep, which is fine for the baby chicks. But they also, when they start learning how to scratch, all those pine shavings and poop collects down in here. And if it gets down in here, I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. I'll open it up. Inside, where the water flows out in these little holes here, stuff does flow into the jar too. So, what you do is you fill this up with water, like this. By the time they've drank all this, this is gross and ready to be changed. So it's not too terrible of a mess. I still pick it up like this, and I'm like, don't drip it, don't drip it. So, I don't care how experienced you are. You can still make a mess. Okay, so I carry it like this, and I get to a place like outside, and I undo it and just dump everything on the ground so that I don't have to deal with making a mess. Wash it out. And when I put this in there to kind of help with keep from getting stuff in here, that's why I got this brick. I'm going to move you down so you can see what I've got. I have a brick. And I set this on top. Baby chicks can still reach it, but not always get pine shavings in there. So I like to put the brick down, then this. So I'm going to do that now. Bring you back up. Come back up here with me. And you can put this wherever you want to. I'm going to move some pine shavings. There we go. And set it down in there. Okay. The other thing is you want feeder. And my feeder's outside and it's big and bulky. And it is going to fit in here. No worries. But I'm not ready to put food in it, or I'm really not ready to bring it in because it needs cleaned. It's gross. It's out there with the big chickens, and they aren't eating out of it. It's just sitting there for storage. So, something to block any drafts is mainly your biggest issue. You can have chicks outside, but if it's cool outside like it is right now, But you definitely want something to protect them from drafts, protection from above, heat source, water and food, something to collect their poop, because they can be very messy. So, I guess that's it for today. I will come back at the end of this video. I'll be back with the baby chicks. Hopefully I will take a video and don't forget. I want to show them to you as I'm putting them in. They're due next week. Depending on the time on if I get a video made. If not, you will get to see them anyway. I will show them to you already in here and probably pick them up and show them to you, the different breeds that we got. I'm super excited. I can't wait for them to get here. I'm a typical mom. I love babies. I do. So that's it. Baby chicks coming next week. We'll see you next week then. God bless.